$100,000 a year. For a long time, that number meant something. If someone told you they made a six figures, you probably imagined they were doing pretty well. A nice home, a good car, vacations, money in savings, and maybe they didn't have to stare at the total every time they went grocery shopping. Making $100,000 meant you made it, but today, someone can finally reach that magical six-figure salary, look at their bank account and think, wait, where is all my money going? So what happened? Did $100,000 somehow become less money? Well, kind of. Because the number might still say 100,000, but what that money can actually buy, that has changed. And once you understand why, you will understand something much bigger about money. Making more money doesn't always mean you're getting richer. Let's start with our little guy. He's been working hard. Maybe he started at $40,000, then $50,000, then $70,000, and finally the email arrives. Congratulations, your new salary is $100,000 a year. He made it, or at least he thinks he did. Because $100,000 divided by 12 is more than $8,000 a month. Not bad, except there's one tiny problem. That's not what actually lands in his bank account. Before he gets to spend anything, taxes and payroll deductions take their share, and the exact amount depends on where you live. But the point is simple. Your salary and your spending money are two very different numbers. Our little guy learns that pretty quickly. But taxes aren't the whole story, because even after taxes, there's something quietly eating away at the value of his money. And unlike taxes, you don't see it deducted from your paycheck. It's called inflation. And before you click away because I said economics word, inflation is actually pretty simple. Imagine our little guy walks into a store with $100. He fills his cart, bread, eggs, milk, chicken, maybe a few snacks he definitely don't need. The total, $100. Perfect. Now imagine he comes back years later. Same store, same $100, and he tries to fill the same cart, except this time, the $100 isn't enough. Something has to go. Maybe two things, maybe several things. His $100 bill didn't physically change. It still says $100, but what it can buy did. That's purchasing power. And when prices rise over time, each dollar buys a little less than it used to. And here's the part that confuses a lot of people. When you hear that inflation is coming down, that doesn't necessarily mean prices are coming down. It usually means prices are increasing more slowly. Think about it like this. If something went from $100 to $110 and then inflation slows, the price doesn't magically go back to $100. It might simply rise more slowly from $110. So even after inflation cools down, you're still living with many of the price increases that already happened. And suddenly, our little guy has a problem. His salary went up, and so did the world around him. Now payday arrives, and this time we're going to follow the money. First, housing. Whether that's rent or a mortgage, this can take a huge bite out of your monthly budget. Then groceries, then transportation, maybe a car payment, insurance, gas, utilities, phone, internet, subscriptions, debt payments, and apparently every app on earth now wants $12 a month. One by one, the money disappears. And that's when something strange happens. On paper, our little guy makes six figures, but his everyday life doesn't feel like the six figures lifestyle he imagined. And that's because we tend to judge income by the number on the top, $100,000. But your financial life happens with what's left at the bottom. This is why two people earning exactly the same salary can live completely different financial lives. Imagine two people, both earn $100,000. Person number 1 has relatively low housing cost, no expensive car payments, very little consumer debt, and keeps their major expenses under control. The person number 2 earns the exact same amount, but they have expensive housing, a large car payments, credit card debt, higher commuting cost, and a lifestyle that costs more every month. Same income, completely different financial reality. And this is why asking, is $100,000 a good salary, isn't actually a very useful question. The better question is, how much of that salary do you actually get to keep? Because earning money is only the first half of the equation. But there's another problem, and this one is a sneaky. Let's say our little guy gets another raise. Now he's doing even better, and naturally, he wants to enjoy it. So maybe the old car gets upgraded, the apartment gets a little nicer, takeout become more common, and the vacations get better, and the phone get upgraded, and somehow 3 new subscriptions appear. Nothing seems crazy on its own. It's $12 here, $50 there, and a couple hundred somewhere else. But eventually something happens. His income went up, and his spending followed right behind it. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it can create a strange situation where someone makes more money every year but never actually feels wealthier. At $70,000, they wanted to make 80, at 80 they wanted 90, at 90 they wanted 100, and after finally reaching 100,000, they're waiting to have 120, because every time the income moves forward, the lifestyle moves with it. Now, I want to be careful here, because saying $100,000 isn't a lot of money anymore isn't really accurate. It is a still substantial income. The problem is believing that reaching a certain salary automatically makes you wealthy. It doesn't. Your location matters, your taxes matters, your housing cost matters, your debt matters, your family situation matters, and your spending habit matters. $100,000 in one city can create a completely different lifestyle than $100,000 somewhere else. And that's why there isn't one magical salary where suddenly you want the money game, because income and wealth are not the same thing. Now our little guy finally realizes something. Maybe the goal isn't simply be make more. Maybe the goal should be keep more of what you make, because there's a number that matters much more than your salary, the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Let's say you make $5,000 after deductions in a month and spend all $5,000. Your income might look impressive, but financially, you're standing still. Now imagine you make the same $5,000, but consistently have $500 left. That $5,000 can become an emergency fund, then savings, then investments, maybe a down payment, maybe money for a business, maybe retirement, whatever the goal is. That gap gives you options, and eventually the money you kept starts producing money of its own. And that's when the game begins to change. And maybe that's where we get the idea of being rich wrong. We associate wealth with visible things, but those things tell you what someone spends. They don't necessarily tell you what someone owns. Someone can look rich and be one missed paycheck away from serious trouble. Someone else can live a completely normal looking life while quietly building investment and financial security in the background. You can't always see wealth, and that's kind of a point. So, why doesn't $100,000 feel like $100,000 anymore? Part of it is inflation, part of it is a rising cost of major expenses, part of it is taxes, and part of it depends on where you live. And sometimes part of it is us. Our expectations rise, our lifestyle grows, and suddenly the salary we once dreamed about doesn't feel like enough. But here's the lesson. Your salary tells what you earn. It doesn't tell you how wealthy you are, because building wealth isn't about reaching one magical income number. It's about creating distance between what comes in and what goes out, then using that difference to build something you get to keep. So yes, $100,000 still matters. But the number on the paycheck is only the beginning of the story, because making money and building wealth are two very different things. So if you want money and economics explained without all the complicated jargon, subscribe to Wealth Explains 101.